This is my dressing room. Welcome everybody to my dressing room. I have been doing Mamma Mia on and off for 2 years. I just started my 3rd year last month. I did a year and then I left to do, what's that? And then I came back and did another year and now I'm starting year 3. When I came into the show, or when I was thinking about coming into the show, a friend of mine who was here already named David Beach, hi David, he said, oh, you gotta come do it, it's so much fun, it's such a family feeling backstage and everybody's so nice. And I was like, yeah, sure. But it really is true. I mean, everybody is nice to each other. There aren't a lot of like big egos, and there are a lot of, you know, sort of activities that people get involved in. There's a bowling team, there's a softball team, you know, it's really a fun group. And so it makes it easier for people to stay around for a longer period of time. I grew up in upstate New York, in Albany. Hi, Albany. I was never really exposed to theater and never thought about the possibility of working in theater. You know, it never occurred to me. I wasn't one of those actors who sort of dreamed of being on Broadway my whole life. I dreamed of, you know, running a personnel office at IBM. That was my big dream. I went to college for business, got my degree in business administration, and I did a couple of little productions at my dorm in the cafeteria. Dutch Quad, SUNY Albany. And that was like my first exposure, and that was really totally just like hobby, you know, just to get away from my studies. I didn't do anything more than that really until after I graduated from college. Someone offered me a job in the Adirondacks at the Lake George Dinner Theater doing a production of They're Playing Our Song, which happened to be an equity contract. I didn't know anything about it, so I remember standing in my mother's house and having this producer explain to me what it meant to join the union, and I had no idea. And he was like, well, if you ever want to pursue this as a career, you would want to join this union. If you just want to do community theater and be in the local plays, then you probably shouldn't join this union because it will prevent you from doing that. And I remember standing there going, huh, a profession in the theater, I never thought of that. I took that job and I went to Lake George, and then I met all these actors from New York who had gotten the job and come up to work in, you know, Lake George for the summer. And I moved to New York that summer of 1980, and I kind of liked it. Donna is a great part because, you know, I get to play some comedy, I get to do some really dramatic stuff, I get to cry, I get to, you know, play a mother-daughter scene, I get to have a love affair, I get to kiss the leading man, I get to, you know, belt my brains out. It's really a nice journey from beginning to end. There's, like you said, productions all over the world. There's still touring productions in this country and Canada and, you know, wherever. The movie was just wrapped, and that's going to be released, I think, next summer. So, yeah, it's sort of, you know, as they say, a phenomenon. The audience has so much fun, and you can't, there's no sort of denying that fact that as much as you can look down your nose at different kinds of productions in the world, there's room for everything, you know, and this may not be Shakespeare, it may not be David Mamet, but it's very entertaining, and people come again and again and again, so there's got to be something there that they're taking away. It's a really fun sort of romp every night, and it's great to get paid for playing, you know. I get to jump on a bed and, you know, pretend I'm at a slumber party basically for a couple hours and play with my girlfriends, and that, you know, you can't beat it. Come back tomorrow to Broadway.com to find out some of the secrets of my co-stars at Mamma Mia.